Have you come across a situation where you feel, oh, I have been here before. I have seen this before. I've been here before. Okay. So, some of you have experienced it. Okay. So, Amrita has definitely experienced it. Okay. So, Amrita, can you just explain what you have experienced?
Can I speak in Malayalam?
Yeah, sure.
എനിക്ക് ചൈൽഡ്ഹുഡ് തൊട്ടേ അങ്ങനെ തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ചില സിറ്റുവേഷൻസ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവുമ്പം ഇതെനിക്ക് മുമ്പ് ഉണ്ടായതാണല്ലോ. അപ്പൊ ഞാനിങ്ങനെ ആലോചിക്കും, പണ്ട് ഉണ്ടായതാണോ? പക്ഷെ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ഓർമ്മയൊന്നും ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. ചില ഒരേ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ എൻ്റെ ലൈഫിൽ ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതേപോലെ ചില ആൾക്കാരെ കാണുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര പണ്ട് മീൻസ് അറിയുന്ന ആളെ പോലെ തോന്നലുണ്ട്.
Okay. So what she was explaining is, okay, sometimes she sees certain places, she feels as if she has been there before. Some people she has seen, okay, she suddenly feels as if she has seen them before, long lost friends. Anyone else has this experience? Anyone else has this experience? Okay. I'm so proud.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like unfold it as I've seen somewhere, in a dream, or I don't know. I get pretty often.
Yeah. Okay.
Revisiting the same thing, the past.
Exactly. Right. Anyone else? So Sumed has also felt it. Anyone else has felt it?
I have felt something not related to it, but not exact. When I see something in my when I'm sleeping, when I'm dreaming, and it comes true after the 6 months or 1 year.
Okay.
The same thing happens after 6 months or 1 year. The same thing happens. What I have seen in the dream. That.
Wow. Okay. Premonition. This is what you call as
I
premonition.
don't know. And it happened since my teenage.
Okay.
2 or 3 times it has happened.
Okay. From your teenage onwards, you have had it. Okay.
Sir, I have also.
Pardon? Kalyani also has felt it. Okay. So Reena was about to say something.
Sir, yes, I also experienced the same thing. Sometimes I felt if this situation happens before.
Okay. Now, the reason I asked you all those questions is that out of all of you, 70% of the people normally experience this. Okay, in general. Okay, in general, 70% of people experience it. Okay, and since all of we are yoga students, we attribute this to spiritual things. We are doing yoga, so we attribute all of this to spirituality, premonition, past life. Aha. I have been in this particular situation in my past life. But premonition is dangerous. Huh? People feel that, okay, since you are practicing yoga, okay, you have seen this in your dream, so naturally, it is extremely significant, and you have to, do something about it. And then you get into very dangerous or awkward situations. Okay. So 99.9999% it is not premonition, okay, it is not past birth, okay. It is a slight aberration in the processing capacity of your brain, or how the brain processes information, okay, how the brain processes information. So what happens is that you're seeing certain things. So there is seeing, hearing, smelling, okay, sensory input, right? Sensory input is coming into the brain. Now brain correlates that sensory input into memory, okay. Lot of things which has happened in memory, right? So normally that is how the normal processing happens. Sometimes what happens is that when a sensory input like smell or taste or visual, sight, you see something, okay, the input is coming, but there is a wrong input, and the brain actually, the prefrontal cortex, okay, actually distinguishes it wrongly, as if you have seen it before, okay, as if you have already seen it before. So it is like input coming in, but you're associating that input wrongly, okay, and it happens for a second, couple of seconds, just like that. Most of the time this is what happens, most of the time. Now sometimes what happens is that that is, you're walking through the street, right? You're driving or maybe you're driving, so there is a lot of sensory input that is going in, but you're not consciously focusing on these things, okay, but subconsciously you're registering it, right? Subconsciously you're registering it, okay. And next time when you consciously see something, you feel as if, okay, I have seen this before, I've seen this before, because subconsciously you have registered it before, okay. So science is still trying to explain different ways of doing it, okay. Sometimes what happens is that when people have epilepsy, so this is a an explanation, pathological explanation, okay. Sometimes my tough words. Pathological explanation. So when you have epilepsy, or just before an epileptic seizure happens, okay, this kind of brain anomalous behavior happens. The firing of neurons is not coordinated, okay, and then you feel as if you're visualizing certain things. You might have heard of certain gurus and saints and prophets and all these people. They suddenly go into an epileptic shock, okay, and then they come out of the epileptic shock, they come and say that, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. This is scientifically proven, huh? This is scientifically proven, okay. You can actually induce epileptic shocks, and then people start getting these things, okay. And there has been so many cases in history literally, okay. People get into epileptic seizures, and they come out of it, and then they start saying, oh, I'm prophet, I'm God, that is, okay? And a lot of people start believing it. There are some examples, but it is better that I don't discuss individual people, but there are certain examples like that, and lots of followers. right? People feel as if whenever he goes into an epileptic seizure, people are all coming together, you know, wanting to hear what he has to say, because everybody thinks that he has got a premonition and he's going to speak about it after he comes out of the seizure, right? So this is also there. Now there has been experiments which has been done hypnotically. Hypnotically you can trigger this. You can hypnotize a person, okay, and give suggestions, okay, and you will actually feel, next time you, for example, next time you hear a sound, you should feel like this. Next time you see something, you should feel like this. So next time you see that object or sound, you feel as if you have already been there. Okay, so hypnotically you can give those suggestions. All right. So all of this is there. So if any one of you are getting such a premonition, okay, in 99.9999% probability that it is something to do with the neurons not firing correctly. Amrita is very disappointed. Amrita is very disappointed. Okay, so it is just a matter of neurons not firing properly. Okay, right brain, left brain coordination not happening properly. So many things. Okay, science is still trying to explain. Nothing to do with spirituality. Nothing to do with premonition. Okay.